if a Republican wins the White House, he or she will have to deal with President Obama's actions on climate change. Ephraim Graham has that story.
Pat, President Obama appears to be looking to secure his legacy on climate change, and rejecting the Keystone XL oil pipeline from Canada to the U.S. is his most recent step to lead that effort against global warming. Caitlin Burke has that story.
It's a decision 7 years in the making.
The State Department has decided that the Keystone XL pipeline would not serve the national interests of the United States. I agree with that decision.
President Obama said he would block the pipeline if it would make climate change worse. His administration determined that it wouldn't. He blocked it anyway because of the perception that it would carry dirty oil.
Shipping dirtier crude oil into our country would not increase America's energy security. What has increased America's energy security is our strategy over the past several years to reduce our reliance on dirty fossil fuels from unstable parts of the world.
With a powerful international climate treaty set to be finalized early next month, the president appears to be trying to lock in his environmental legacy. Some of Obama's other executive steps to reduce greenhouse gases include his limits on carbon dioxide emissions from U.S. power plants and ramping up fuel efficiency standards for cars and trucks. But those regulations and the treaty itself could face a difficult future in a Republican-controlled Congress, which is concerned about how they hurt the economy. Caitlin Burke, CBN News.
So, Pat, was this good news for the environment?
It's terrible news for the environment. If you really care about the environment and not some photo op, the Canadians are going to produce those oil sands, those tar sand oil. And what are they going to do with them? They were going to ship them on a secure pipe down to the Gulf of Mexico, where United States refineries, using the most up-to-date technology, would then refine them into gasoline and other products. But that's not going to happen because the president wants to be looked at as a climate warrior. So the Canadians are going to say, okay, we're going to put this crude not in a pipeline, but in rail cars, and we're going to ship those rail cars hundreds and hundreds of miles through cities, through towns. Possibility that they'll have a wreck or blow up, and we'll put them through there, and then we'll put them onto freighters, tankers, out in the Pacific Ocean, and they will be shipped across the water to China, where the crude will be processed in very dirty Chinese plants, which will be spewing out noxious gases to the air, which we will one day breathe. Now, that's what the president is doing, and this business about him being a climate warrior is utter nonsense. This is strictly for the media. It is a hype, just like that stuff that's going on in the Middle East. It is not for reality. It is for press release, and maybe that guy that stands at the podium and gives those crazy justifications for the administration's actions. Maybe he'll have something to talk about, but I think he'd be holding his breath and thinking, they're making me lie, but I've got to do it because I'm getting a paycheck.